Hi.
Hi, everybody. It's Agnes, and I have got another wonderful interview for you. It's with Amber. Hello, Amber.
Hello, Agnes. How are you?
I'm good. Good to connect with you again. It's so
Ah,
exciting.
so good. It's so
Oh,
good.
it, it is. It's lovely. Now, you are in Florida, US,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you have, well, you and I have done well, numerous things. I've read your story, I've interviewed you before, and you really struggled, got back up, struggled, got back up, struggled, got back up. And we said we'd do another interview because you have got such a amazing breakthrough success story, and this is going to be really good for those people that keep falling in the same pothole. So
Right.
let's
Right. Yes.
go back. Yeah, let's go back to, I mean, we're not going to go over the same stuff we went through in the last interview. I'll put the links down below so they can watch part one and your story and stuff. But
Right.
do you want to start basically from where we left off on where you manifested your lovely man for the third time, the father of your children? Do you want to start from there and then what's happened since then?
Yeah. So it's been a long journey. It took me probably a year from when I started this to see a really, really good, significant change in our relationship together. And I would say that it's been a lot for both of us. We've both changed completely from what we initially wanted when we first started mingling, and as the months went on, and rekindling that flame and that anxiety and nervous energy about seeing somebody that you were once with, and um rekindling the flames and trusting and learning to retrust again and rebuild a new relationship. So, but it has been amazing. And we have completely transformed where we were years ago. And it's been a huge journey. For me personally, I have never been happier. I am just so relaxed and at peace. And really, it's like, I feel like I hit the lottery big time because it's been more rewarding with over time. And I would say the biggest thing has been patience along the way with this journey.
Mhm.
But so far, recent events, recent fun events. Let's get to the good stuff. Ooh, oh man, it's been great.
Mm.
So recently we were married in November, November 6th of 2020. So we did that very COVID style. It was funny. Nobody could be there, not even our kids. It was just basically us at the courthouse. There was really not a lot of things we could do about wanting to get married except going to the courthouse and just having one person do it for us. So that was what we did, and in a way, I thought it was kind of cute and romantic because it was just us and God and the lady that married us there.
Mm.
So, and he really wanted to do that. He really wanted to get married with me, and he didn't want to delay it. He made a decision with me. And a little secret I never told him, but I saw a receipt for an engagement ring in a little brochure in his car. He didn't know I borrowed his car. We borrow each other's cars often with the kids and going back and forth and
Yeah.
schedules and all that. So I did see that receipt, so I was anticipating it. And then, when I saw it, I was just, oh my God, I took a picture of it with my phone. I couldn't believe it, and I kept it a secret. I knew he had gotten something or made a down payment because I saw, you know, um, the diamond, and you can see the engagement details and stuff on the receipts. And
Yeah.
so I was very happy and excited to see that because I had a feeling he was going to ask me. And we had just had a great year together, just, getting to know each other all over again and really committing to each other, really telling each other what we want from our relationship. And I think in the beginning, when we first met, we were very immature. We messed up. We were young when we first met. And,
Mm.
we didn't understand a lot about how to be a good partner to one another and how to really speak
Mm.
out to one another. And I think that's where things really fell apart years ago. But us getting back together and this whole past year has been just amazing. And me being pregnant now, with our third
Yeah.
child is something I've been just so, so happy about. He's so thrilled about it. And yeah, and we found out it's a boy. So, we have our daughter Phoebe. We have, our other son Henry now, and he's 3, and then we have our new baby coming. So so
Wow.
7 months pregnant, and we're just very thrilled. We're very thrilled, and it's been amazing. We just got back from Mexico. We celebrated my birthday there. We spent time with his family. We went to Tala, which is a city within Mexico, and Guadalajara, and we traveled to a couple of different cities around there, and we spent a week there with his family. And then, hi, baby, that's my son. He's here too. Say hi. He's so funny. He's just hanging out with me here, and Phoebe's in school right now. So yeah, so it's been really fun. Say hi, Tanya. Look at you. Yeah, baby.
Hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Ah,
Yeah, so and so he's really happy. Henry's excited to meet his little brother, and yeah, it's just been
beautiful.
very different. Years ago, I would have laughed if you would have told me that this kind of thing would have happened between us. And,
Yeah.
we didn't even co-parent very nicely together when we were separated. I mean, we did try. We did try to keep it cordial, but yes, I know. But that was really initially where I started to with that.
Yeah.
Was going from, I just want us to have a better co-parenting relationship to, I really still love him, to, I really want to transform things and I miss him. And
Yeah.
so, and now it's like, wow, it's amazing. So yeah, it's been really good, and that's basically where we're at. And then we went to Colorado. I didn't mention that either. We went to Colorado recently also for this big vacay trip in December. So we got to see the snow, we got to play with the kids, and it was just such an amazing
Beautiful.
journey. Yeah, it was great.
It's
So,
interesting because it's so good to really hear that someone has manifested and done some amazing work in 2020, because it's been such a bad year for so many, but for some, a handful of people, it's been one of the best years ever in terms of
right.
creating and working within a relationship. And you're the fourth person that I've had contact with. Two people had babies last year. They
Mm.
manifested this with specific people. They've had babies. Another one I know is pregnant, and now you. That's four amazing success stories that have come out of
Wow.
2020. And you know
Well,
what else? One more thing,
mhm.
Amber. November 6th is the anniversary of my partner and I.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah. So isn't it amazing, the incredible synchronicities and amazing things that have happened?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, yes. It's just like how
Yeah.
Neville says, some people would say it's a coincidence, but
No, November
Oh,
6th is, it was my 9 years of having met my person. And, it's just sometimes, dates when you mentioned the date, it was like, "Wow, that's interesting. Of all the other 364 days, you picked that day."
that's so cool. And we did try for an earlier time slot. That was the earliest time slot they had at the courthouse.
Yeah.
And no sooner, no later. They really didn't have time for us any other day. So it was all planned.
That's so wonderful, that's so wonderful. Now
It is.
looking back, Amber, what do you think, because people struggle with exes and SPs and relationships or brand new relationships, really it doesn't matter which one it is, it's still the same struggle.
Yes.
What do you
It
think?
is.
Yeah, what do you think, looking back on yourself and looking back at what the two of you have created and learnt together, what do you think you had to overcome mentally and emotionally within yourself?
Well, I really think when, you're dealing with an ex, there is a fine line between love and hate. And, my father had told me that because I remember our relationship had gotten so bad, co-parenting at one point that, he would do things that would make me angry, and he would get aggravated by me as well. And I think that you just have to realize that the person's there as a mirror to you. And so whatever's going on, you have to humble yourself to that knowledge to be like, you know what? As much as I didn't want to hear some of the things maybe you had told me when I first started getting coaching from you, I realized that you were right about, a lot of things. I was being demanding. I was being totally ungrateful for what he was giving me. Instead of like, he's not doing this, he's not doing that.
Mm,
And just being totally disturbed by the fact that this person is me pushed out and not understanding that. It's like, what, and you have to humble yourself and unravel, those things that are happening, and knowing that this person isn't outside of you
mm,
is just a hard thing to really, it's a hard thing to understand. It's a hard thing to overcome, and really the anxiety with um loving somebody and wanting them back, not being able to get them back, and a combination of up and downs, and being hopeful and then being disappointed and then being hopeful again and being disappointed again. And oh, it's such a roller coaster. And it's all in God's perfect timing for you to realize these things. And you kept telling me stuff like, don't poke at the cake when it's not ready. And the analogies were simple and perfect for me. So I really think being a good student to those kinds of things, like, yeah, you can hear somebody tell you something, but if you're not going to be a good
mm,
student to it, you're not going to make the changes, you're not going to make the effort, you're not going to say the
mm.
affirmations, you're not going to do the meditations, you're not going to do the reading, it's going to be really hard for
Mm.
you. And I know because me and now I can say my husband now, me and my
Yeah,
husband,
yeah.
know after years of like business and being entrepreneurs and doing a lot of, seminars and trainings and going places, we realize that, personal development is a huge factor. And you do have to be a good student. You do have to put in the work, and you have to say, you know what, I am doing that wrong, or maybe I'm doing this too
Mm,
rough, or maybe I'm not being a good listener, and maybe I'm
yeah,
asking for things from my partner that I wouldn't ask of myself.
yeah.
So,
I'm glad
yep.
you mentioned listening because I think when you really want to have a meaningful relationship, I think we're so hell bent on, I need you to listen to me and I want you to understand me. But that part we all know how to do. That it's the, I'm going to listen to you, I'm going to hear you, and I'm going to sit with that and really know that if I do that, I need to become a better listener in a relationship, not just be someone who needs to get their point across. That's
Right, right.
huge. It's a huge thing because,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that's a real major stepping stone is really hearing the other person.
Right. And it was hard for me to understand even just the little things that I didn't really culturally understand. I mean, you know,